On today's episode, it's all about adding glow to your images, comparing Orton effects. Hello everyone, and welcome to the Joy of Editing with Dave Kelly. Okay, it's about the Orton effect today, or adding glow, ethereal glows to your image. And I want to look at three different types of glows today. Now I'm going to look at the NIK collection, Color Efex Pro 4 Glamour Glow. We're going to look at Luminar AI. We're going to look at the Mystical tool, or the Mystical filter there, and also the Orton effect. And if you've been watching my TK7 new series that I've been putting out on luminosity masking, there's a couple different Orton effects that Tony has too, and they're really great. I'm going to save those for another video, and I'll concentrate on those separately. Well, then let's get started. Now, this is a stock image, and I will link it in the description below this video so you can download it and follow along with me if you'd like to. A lot of people like to do that. So basically what I've done here is I've added a curves adjustment layer on top of the background layer, and I'm going to turn it on. And as you can see, I just darkened the image up. I just pulled down on the center of the curve a little bit just to darken up the midtones, and I think that's giving us a more pleasing result. It was a little light. Then I just pulled this image all together into a stamp layer. And the reason I've done that is because in order to send this into like a plugin, you have to have a pixel layer to send it into a plugin, okay? So now we're on that stamp layer. So now the first thing we're going to do is launch the NIK Collection's Color Efex Pro 4, and I'm going to use the Glamour Glow filter in there. Now you can either use the NIK selection tool, and if you don't have it up on your screen, you can come over here to File under Automate and click on NIK Selective Tool 2. Or else you can just come up here to Filter and come down to the NIK collection and launch Color Efex Pro 4 right from here, which is what I'm just going to do. And now we're in Color Efex Pro 4. I went ahead and reset the filters section over here. Right now I don't have any filters in here. It originally came up with the Glamour Glow filter because that was the last filter I worked on, but I didn't want you to see the results yet. So here's what I want to do. I'm going to come over to this list of filters over here, and I'm going to find Glamour Glow, which is right here. It's an Orton type effect, okay? Now, if you click on these thumbnails right here, this icon, you'll get a bunch of different presets that you can try here. And you can click on these and try them out. But what I'm going to do is just come over here to Glamour Glow and take the default settings and adjust from there. Okay, so here's the glow. This is the amount of glow. Let's pull that glow up. And you can see that nice ethereal look, which I really love in a landscape image like this. It's really beautiful. Now, you can click this compare button here, left click it, hold it down on your mouse. As long as you hold it down, you'll see the original, let go of the mouse, and you'll see the affected image, okay? And then you have a saturation here. Now, you'll notice by default the saturation is pulled back. We can add more saturation if we want to, and I think I might do that, add a little saturation. And then you have glow warmth. You can add some warmth to the image if you want to, and I think maybe a little bit of warmth might look nice. Or you might decide you want it cooler, so you could take this glow warmth and move it to the left. They call it glow warmth, but you can either cool or warm with it. But I think I want a little bit of warmth, so I'm going to leave it right there. Now, here's something I really love about this particular filter here. And actually, Color Efex Pro 4 in general has these shadows and highlights adjustments here. And what these do, they protect shadows and they protect highlights. In other words, if I take the shadow slider, move it to the left, see how the shadows get really dark and blocked up? But if I start to move this to the right, they'll start to open up a little bit. And a lot of times when you add like Orton glows and things like that, it adds a little extra contrast. So sometimes your shadows can get a little bit dark, so you got to be careful. But this takes care of that problem. And also with highlights, if I take the highlights and move it to the left, see how the highlights get really light, but I can protect those highlights by starting to drag this to the left and let those highlights come back in. Isn't that really cool? And I think I want around 76% there. Now let's see a before and after again. Here's a before and here's an after. Now here's one other thing I really enjoy about Color Efex Pro 4, and that is the fact that we have control points here. Now we have a positive control point and a negative control point. So say for instance I wanted to take a little bit of that effect off this mountain. I could click this negative control point and pop it right here. And we can adjust the circle of influence here. And if I move it to the right, that's adding the effect. But if I move it to the left, I can remove some of that effect off that mountain right there. And I think that looks good. Okay, so again, here's the before and here's the after. So I have glow everywhere but I've taken a little bit off that mountain because I want your eye to go to that mountain. So I don't want to make it too glowy, but I want some glow on it. And once you're happy with everything, you can go ahead and click OK, or you can go over here and add more filters from the filter library. You know, you can add filters to it, but we're just looking at the glow effects today. So I'm going to click OK, and that'll send us back into Photoshop. And here we are back in Photoshop. So here's without the Glamour Glow or the Orton effect, and here it is with it. I really like it. What do you think? Let me know in the comments section below. Let me know if you like glows or not. I think they really work well on landscape photography, flower photography, just about any kind of photography. You can utilize it. I went ahead and paused the video for a second so I could add a new copy of the stamp layer, and I called it Luminar Ai Orton Effect. So now we're going to launch Luminar Ai and add the Orton effect. So I'm just coming up to filter and launching Luminar Ai. Now we're in Luminar Ai and we're defaulted to the templates section here. All we need to do is click edit because we want to go right to the Orton effect. Now it's going to be found in this glow tool group right here. And there's types here. Soft focus, click on this drop down menu. You have glow, Orton effect, and Orton effect soft. We're working with the Orton effect, so let's click Orton effect. Now we have an amount slider here, so we can take this amount slider and we can move it to the right and add a glow to the image. So I can keep moving it the whole way to the right. Now that's way too much. So you got to be careful on this stuff. You just want a nice ethereal glow on there. And you got to watch so you don't blow out your highlights and things like that. Okay, so we got to be careful. I'm going to try right around there. Now let's come to advanced settings since we have some other controls here. We have softness. We can make it softer if we wanted to by moving this to the right, or less soft to the left. Extremely soft to the right, and I don't want that much, so I want it to be right around here. Now it's way too bright, I think, so I'm going to pull that brightness off a good bit back, maybe even the whole way back. Yeah, I think I'm going to take it the whole way back. I think that looks good right there. And now we have this contrast. We can give it more contrast if we want, maybe somewhere around in there. How about that? That looks pretty good. And then we have this warmth slider. Move it to the right, you'll warm your image up. Or if you move it to the left, you'll start to cool the image off, just like we could do in the NIK collection. But we want to warm it up just a little bit, I think. So somewhere around there. And then we could come up to this eye here, and we can see the before. Left click with your mouse and hold it down. There's the before, and here's the after. So again, the before, and there's the after. I might want to give it a little bit more glow. Something, I think somewhere right around there. So here again here's the before and here's the after. Now, if we felt we had too much glow in this mountain, we could use a layer mask inside of Luminar Ai right here and remove some of that off of there. But I'm not going to take the time to do that today. It doesn't look bad, but I would probably ease a little bit off. Or what I generally do is just send it back into Photoshop, and if I need to take some of that off, I'll use a layer mask in Photoshop. But whichever way you want to do it, it is totally up to you. Now, you can keep adding more tools to this image if you wanted to, but I'm happy. I'm just going to go ahead and click Apply, and that'll send us back into Photoshop. And we're back in Photoshop. Okay, here's my Luminar Ai Orton effect layer. Let me shut it off. Here's before the Orton effect, and here is after the Orton effect. I love that dreamy quality. At the end of this video, I'll compare all three different types of glow effects so you can see which one you like the best. Again, I paused the video just so I could add a new layer, a copy of the stamp layer, called it Luminar Ai Mystical tool. Now we're going to come up and launch Luminar Ai one final time. We're now in Luminar Ai. Let's go right to edit, and we're going to find the Mystical tool right here. So click this. I love this Mystical tool. It gives you a really nice dreamy effect. So let's take this amount and let's move it to the right and add a nice glow to the image. Now this one I can get pretty strong on this one here. I don't want to go too strong and lose my detail up in my clouds here, but I want to add enough dreamy look. Now that looks pretty good right there. Now here we have shadows, and here, if we move the shadows to the left, we can darken our shadows up, and if we move it to the right, we can lighten our shadows up, so that will protect the shadows somewhat. I want some contrast in there. And then we have a smoothness. If we move this to the right, we can make it a lot more smoother and dreamy. Or if you move it to the left, you can make it less dreamy. So let's move it to the right just a little bit. Let's just soften it up just a little wee bit. And again, we can use a layer mask to remove it from the mountain if we wanted to, but it doesn't look bad. I think it looks pretty good. Let's see a before and after. Here's a before and here's an after. So it adds a nice dreamy look to the image. Okay, I might just back it off just a little bit more. Let's try that right there. Here's a before and here's an after. Yeah, I like it. And let's go to colorize here, see what little toys we have in here, little sliders. So we have saturation. We can give it more saturation if we want to. And we also have a nice warmth slider in there. So let's give it a little extra saturation. What the heck? I don't want to go too crazy and turn it nuclear, but a little bit may go a long way. Maybe like that. And now we have a warmth slider. Move it to the right, you warm it up. Move it to the left, you cool it down. I want to warm it up a little bit. Maybe somewhere right around there. Let's take a look one final time. Here's a before and here's an after. I like it. I'm going to go ahead and click apply and that'll send us back into Photoshop. And for the final time, we're back in Photoshop with our Luminar Ai Mystical tool. Let's shut it off. Here's the original, the before, and here is the after. And now let's do some comparisons. So let me go ahead and shut this Mystical tool layer off. Let's go and start out with the Glamour Glow from Color Efex Pro 4. So here's Glamour Glow. Right now we're seeing the original. Here's Glamour Glow, a very beautiful glow. So again, here's the before and here's the after. Okay, I'm going to shut that off. And now let's go to Luminar Ai Orton Effect. Here's the before and now here's the after. Very similar to the Glamour Glow, I would say. So that's without and that's with. And now let's look at Luminar Ai Mystical tool. So here's the Mystical tool. A lot more dreamy. So if you want that extra dreamy look, go with that Mystical tool. But whatever you like, they're all really nice. But I would say Glamour Glow and the Orton Effect are pretty close to each other. So let's go ahead now. Let's try Glamour Glow. Here's Glamour Glow. Let's compare it to the Orton Effect. Here's the Orton Effect. See, they're pretty similar right there. So it's a toss-up, to me. What I like about Color Efex Pro 4 is you get the control points as well as the shadow and highlight protections. But again, I think the Glamour Glow and the Orton Effect are very close. And then lastly, here is the Glamour Glow compared to the Mystical tool. And as you can see, the Mystical tool is just a little more dreamy. So if you want that extra dreamy look, the Mystical tool is the one you want to go for. Well, there it is, everyone. This episode today was all about glows, adding glows, ethereal glows to your image. Now, we use Color Efex Pro 4, and we examined the Glamour Glow filter, which is one of my all-time favorites. And then we moved into Luminar Ai, and we checked out the Mystical filter or Mystical tool, and we also checked out the Orton Effect. So they're all very cool, and let me know in the comment section below which was your favorite. If you enjoyed this video today, please give it a like, share it with your friends, and if you're not yet subscribed to my channel, please subscribe, click that bell notification icon, then every time I upload a new tutorial, you'll be notified about it. I want to thank each and every one of you for joining me today in the Joy of Editing with Dave Kelly. I'll see you all right here next time, but until then, happy editing.